This is the story of a man who believed he was a wizard.
But he wasn't any good at it.
But did he leave behind the key to casting magic spells?
Why are you asking me?
I'm not asking you. That's just what you do on true crime podcasts. You set up questions that make the listeners interested.
Oh, I see.
I'm Alfie Reese.
And I'm Morgana Huddleston. Or am I?
Welcome to Truthdiggers. So, we found the Oddstone, which Colin believed was a powerful magic totem.
And we've also got an old library book about rare gemstones, which has lots of handwritten spells in the back.
Which we think were probably written by Colin.
You reckon they work?
Obviously not.
Okay, let's try one out.
Wait! What if it does work?
This one here has a note under it saying, activation spell. That sounds like it might be a thing to, activate it.
Fine, try it. Just keep it away from my bed. I don't want my duvets catching fire.
Thy depthless gem that hast lain dormant and...
Alfie!
Dad, I'm busy!
There's someone at the door for you.
If it's Jaden, tell him I'm not talking to him until he says sorry for telling everyone I fancied Kaylee in Year 9.
Do you?
No!
It's two men in suits. Say they worked for the government.
Must be those guys from Harriet's house.
I'll go down. You stay here and don't let anyone take the Oddstone.
Thy depthless gem that hast lain dormant and untapped, come alive at my command and show us thy fearsome energy. Okay, that was an anticlimax.
The two guys at the door were both wearing sunglasses, black suits and black ties, and they had a black car which they parked outside the house. They also both had black hair, and I wondered if they dyed it to match everything else. Hello?
I'm Agent Lopez, and this is Agent Lewis.
Agents of who?
That's classified. You're not recording this, are you?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm just messing with my phone like all modern young people do.
I have heard young people do that.
Were you the guys who were searching Harriet's house earlier?
We cannot confirm or deny that.
But our DNA analysis indicates you were there, too.
DNA analysis?
Recognize this eyelash?
No.
Well, you should. It's yours. We found it on the carpet and matched it to our records.
Why'd you have my DNA on record?
That's classified.
Do your friends want to come in?
They're not my friends!
That's right, pal. We're not here to be nice.
No, I got that.
We want that jewel.
And we know you've been looking for it because you've been talking about it on your podcast.
You've been listening to the podcast. What do you think?
It's pretty good, considering you're just kids, but I think it could be a bit more focused, tighter editing, maybe.
I don't like the theme tune.
What's wrong with the theme
Look,
tune?
we can't have that jewel falling into the wrong hands, son.
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard to argue, isn't it?
What? You said you were going to stay
You're
up?
his associate?
That's right. So, here's the Oddstone. It's too powerful for a couple of dumb kids like us to be messing about with.
What are you doing?
Giving them what they want.
You kids have a bright future.
We could probably get back to base by midnight if we set off now.
Maybe we could stop for milkshakes.
Just what I was thinking. Let's roll.
Night then. Lovely to meet you.
Okay, just to recap for the listeners, Morgana just gave those government agent guys the jewel which some vampires tasked us with getting for them. And if we don't get it, they'll drain our blood.
But the part you don't know is that I used this allegedly magic jewel to perform an allegedly magic duplication spell and make a perfect copy of the Oddstone.
You did what?
It was in the back of the book. It was really easy to cast.
It worked. It really
I
worked.
told you it would, but I don't know how long it'll last, so...
Don't answer the door, Dad.
Okay, kids. We got 2 minutes down the road and your magic jewel turned into a piece of used bubblegum.
Oh, that's what I used in the duplication spell.
We know you've got the real Oddstone in there! You're in real trouble now. You're looking at jail time.
I don't want to go to jail, Morgana. Can use the Oddstone to do Expecto Patronum or something.
That's from Harry Potter, Alfie.
I know, I mean something like that.
I'll give you to the count of 3.
This one says protection above it. Oh, corpora... What's the word?
1.
Corporeal.
Oh, corporeal world that locates our form.
3.
Dissolve us, let us slip thy bonds and reform elsewhere.
That doesn't sound like a protection spell.
Oh, wait, it says trans protection. I didn't see the trans part because it was in the place of the...
What just happened?
We seem to be...
In the middle of nowhere.
Maybe it said transportation. His handwriting was terrible.
Transportation? Show me the book.
I haven't got it. It was on your bed and it doesn't seem to have come back with us. I've still got the odd stone though. In the blink of an eye, we'd been transported to a patch of moorland next to a beach. It didn't even feel like we'd moved at all. It felt like the world had moved around us.
But it was also really windy and cold. And we weren't wearing our coats because we hadn't expected to be suddenly outdoors.
I teleported us both using actual magic and all you do is moan. It's not the middle of nowhere. I mean, looks like we're by the sea.
Oh, sorry. We're not in the middle of nowhere. We're on the edge of nowhere. We could be in another country.
Hey, do you think we might be in Japan? I always wanted to go to Japan.
And how are we supposed to get home from Japan? We checked our phones to see where we were, but neither of us had any reception. Brilliant.
Wait, look, over there. I see someone. The person walking towards us was a woman all dressed in ragged clothes, layers and layers of them. She had wild hair and long, dirty fingernails. Hi there.
Who are ye?
Yeah, we're not from round here, we're a bit lost.
What be that ye hold in your hand?
It's a microphone. I'm recording this for a podcast. Is that okay?
Be this witchcraft?
Is this some kind of live-action roleplay thing?
Has ye been summoned to the meeting of the coven near Kerr's Gate?
You mean Kergate?
Wait, Rhiannon told me about this.
You never stop talking about her.
One of my pet subjects is the history of witchcraft in this area, which goes right back to when the town was called Kerr's Gate.
She said it became Kergate sometime before the train station was built in 1879. But I thought that was boring, so I cut it.
So you're saying we've travelled back in time?
Mayhap this has to do with the prophecy.
What prophecy?
The Grand Witch of the Caves furnished me with a prophecy, most urgent, and told me to take it to the head of our coven.
Alfie, this coven might be able to help us get home. They probably know how to use the Oddstone properly.
Maybe. What else does this prophecy say?
I dunno. I can't read, you see.
Well, we can. So why don't you let us read it and we'll tell you if it's about us.
All right. But if the prophecy says you bring doom, my sisters and I will repel ye with all our might. Behold the prophecy!
Right, I'll read it. A jewel long lost may hap be used to find itself. A fine opportunity for revenge on its thief must be taken. A vanished man will appear upon the beach.
It did sound a bit like the thief who took the lost jewel might be Morgana.
We need your help again. We could go to Kerr's Gate and seek help from the witches. But will someone take revenge on me?
Should we go to the beach instead and look for this vanished man? Go to the Fun Kids website and let us know what you think.